Hello everybody, welcome back to Sodbuster's Metal Detecting. Today we are doing a product review, and this product review I found fitting for the channel because us metal detectorists a lot of times like to go live stream on TikTok or even YouTube recording our night hunts, whether it be out on a beach or out in a field, wherever it may be. If you're hunting at night, you need a headlamp. So with that being said, I want to thank the Wuben flashlight company for sending me the Wuben H1 headlamp. Now, this is a 1200 lumen headlamp. That's bright. So we're going to take a look at this and find out if this is going to actually work for the metal detectorist or anybody else out there. We'll be able to review this and see just how it does. Okay, so here it is, the Wuben headlamp. This is the 1200 lumens called the H1. The first thing that I notice about the packaging here is this smiley face here. I am not a big fan of that. I think that kind of resembles a product that might go to a child or a kid, but I don't believe that that's what the product is going to reveal. So as they say, you can't judge a book by its cover. We've got the Wuben Light Up Your Life on that side. Here we have some of the details. So it does have a strobe. It has an SOS feature. It has a beacon. Let's take a look. Let's unpackage it and see what we got here. Okay, let's open this up and see what we got here. So just got a plastic container. Everything we need is going to be in there. And we have all the contents. We've got the flashlight with the headband. That actually feels very sturdy. That's feels well built. It does not feel like a toy. I like that. Got the adjustable, your angle when it's on your head. It actually feels really nice. So it's got an adjustable headband. That's a big headband, but it's got a grippy thing here. So whether you're wearing it on your hat or your forehead or whatever you're going to do, that has a grip texture. All right, see what else we got. We'll have to find out what that is. Some clips of some sort in there. We've got the charging cable. This is a rechargeable flashlight, so you can charge it with USB. Okay, we also have the manual. Next thing in the package is an extra couple of O-rings. This is water resistant. I've seen people actually put these in water. I'm not going to put this in water, but these O-rings will help. If your O-ring starts to wear out, you have a couple of replacements. Okay, as we look at the headlamp again here, we have one side that is going to be the battery compartment here. This has a Wuben 2600 mAh. This is supposed to have some great battery runtime life. We'll look at the brightness. We'll actually take it out at night and see how it performs and go from there. So here we've got the charging ports and stuff. Now that I have it plugged in to charge, you'll see this red light here. This red light indicates that it is charging, and that red light will also be an aid for you to find this headlamp in case you ever lose it, because this has a breathing function. Once this is fully charged, you can turn it on, turn it off if you want that breathing function on. If you're feeling like you might lose your headlamp out there, if you drop it in the grass or something, this will just breathe. That light will fade in and out, helping you to see where this might be laying in the ground. The charge time is 3 hours on this, so I'll get back to you after we have a full charge and we'll start testing it out. Okay, so now we have that blue light. That indicates that the charging is finished and we can unplug it now. You can see that blue auxiliary light there that's just breathing on and off. That's going to help you locate this flashlight. If you lose it out there in the darkness, that will be illuminating. This is an option you can turn off as well if you don't want that. Okay, let's take a look at the main light here. If we do a one press, I've got the 1 lumen that is illuminated right now. That's just probably like a reading light. If I do about a 1.5 second hold, it takes me to the next brightness, which is 80 lumens, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good light right there. If we do another long hold, that's taking us to 400 lumens, and that's a bright light. And you guys, that 400 lumens will run for 2.6 hours out there. So if that's the light you use for doing a live stream out there metal detecting, it's going to last for 2.6 hours. Let's do another hold. And that is the 1200 lumens. And that's going to run for 1 minute. And then it's going to drop down to the 500 lumen, which will run for 2 hours. So I just turned it back down to the moonlight again. And I'm going to do a double press now. And that takes us immediately to the 1200 lumen, the bright turbo. Again, that will run for 1 minute, and then it'll drop down to 500 lumens, which will run for 2 hours. The auxiliary light. So we have a red light there, pretty bright. Another long press takes us to a flashing red light. Another long press takes us to a white light, and that could be a good reading light and stuff if you're in your tent and you're wanting to read something, read a book or whatever. That's probably good for that. If any of you have problems with strobe light, please skip past this part because I'm going to activate the strobe on this. And if anybody has issues with that, I prefer that you just fast forward. So the strobe is just going to be a 2 second hold or 2 second press, and there you have the strobe. I do another double tap and it's going to the SOS. So that's a good feature. I do another tap and there's just a beacon. This does have a lockout feature that you can use, and that is operated by 4 quick presses of the button. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see it flash a few times, indicating that it's now in lockout. So in order to use this, this will not turn on now. If I press the button, it's not going to turn on. I have to release the lockout by doing another 4 fast presses. And now I am back to a functioning flashlight. Okay, so I just drove about 5 to 7 miles outside of town. That way there's no lights from the town that's going to interfere with the effect of the flashlight that's on my head, the headlamp. I'm just in the headlights of my truck right now. And so we're going to turn off the headlights. I'm going to get behind the camera, turn on the headlamp, and we'll take a look at what each mode looks like with this headlamp. Okay, you can kind of see it there, but I've got the moonlight. Aim it towards the camera a little bit. You can see this is the moonlight. This is just mainly for reading in a tent or something like that. Really dim light. Let's go to the next mode. Oh, that's a lot brighter. Look at that. That right there, I could actually metal detect in the dark. That's probably the mode I would use for metal detecting in the dark. That's pretty bright. There's the next one. That's really bright. Guys, this is awesome. I like this headlamp. Let's go to the top one now. Oh man, yep, there's daylight. I can actually look out there. That hill that you see out there is approximately 100 yards away. It's not really bright out to that far, but I'd say for good visibility, I'm looking out there at about 50 yards. I can see what's out there at 50 yards real clearly. That's a very bright light. So that turbo is going to run for 1 minute and then it'll drop back down to the high beam. But that's very bright. I like that. In conclusion, you guys, I believe that this is a great flashlight. I really enjoy this headlamp. It has a good sturdy build to it. It's very bright, has many different modes and features to it. So if you would like to get one for yourself, I do recommend it. You can go to the description of my video. I will have a link with a coupon code in there where you can get 10% off of your purchase. So thank you for joining me on this review and good luck out there.